Will you eat with us before moving onward?
No, not in the mood.
Absolutely not. Oh boy. Yeah, sometimes you'd wish things would go completely differently. That there was another way to do things. But... it is what it is. The Witcher discovered the curse had been cast by the local herbalist, Jonah, with whom Lothar had once shared his bed. Once again it was proven, something which I, dear reader, know all too well, that man knows no greater enemy than a woman scorned. Geralt was able to save the man's son, but the spell demanded a victim. The disease moved to Jonah, dragging her into a painful and premature death. Oh dear. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a fight between both of them, but at least one of the two parties didn't grasp for curses. Deadly ones at that. One of the parties didn't drag an innocent kid into this. This was the only way. Anyway, it is time for us to leave that town. Jonah was nowhere to be seen, and I don't think I'm gonna leave you all the way over there, Roach. I mean, they used a horse skull, and I kinda need you, and I don't want you to die at any point in the nearby future, so yeah. We're gonna take you all the way to Kaer Trolde. Hopefully you'll be safe there, everything will be fine, and that means... harpies. I've not been away for just a small moment and already harpies are flying about the place. I love the wilderness here. Okay, we just follow the main road, everything will be fine, nothing wrong. We'll reach our goal soon enough. As long as the wildlife doesn't interrupt us, because during the horse racing we passed by here, right? And I did think I saw a few wild wolves and whatnot here and there. So, hopefully this should be fine. As long as we stay on the road, if they don't bother us, hopefully this should be fine. Greetings. Well, that's very kind of you. Is something going on here?
Dead tired, huh?
Well, maybe a little bit.
Hey.
Okay. You've just got a little encampment over here. Is this stuff that has been stolen from from pirates and whatnot, or you were the pirates?
Not so fast, Roach.
I'm just a little bit confused by...
punishing him for murder. Adventure seeker. Prisoners he killed.
I'm confused by the random encampment here. That's what I am. Anyway, moving on. Onwards to Kaer Trolde.
Come on now.
Okay, fine. Fine. People! Greetings! Oh, you want to cause trouble? Okay, Roach, this is your moment. Kick him in the face. Just like that guard wolf. Don't kick me in the face. Here, I'll show you how it's done. Oh. Never mind, I'll not show you how it's done. Okay. I'll just take care of them like this, because one of them has got... One of them has got a bloody pike. Can you not? Yes, I am. You made a little bit of too much trouble for yourself. Because you started this fight, friend. Oh, I will. Don't worry. But seriously, Roach, just kick them in the face. You'll be my combat companion. Although, to be honest, I do work better solo, and I do run the risk of actually slicing your head off by accident. Careful. Don't kick me. This is supposed to be a symbiotic relationship, you know? Okay. Is there a reason for... well, that? No clue. No clue at all. Anyway, random bandit encampment. I'll take it. No problem. Ooh, hello. I can always use a few more honeycombs. I mean, they are very delicious when I need them. Thank you. And thank you. Was there anything else going on here? Explosive barrel. You had abandoned encampment without any treasure. You bandits sucked. No wonder you were easy to kill. Anyway, Roach. Come on. Time to go. To Kaer Trolde. I don't want to leave you behind here. Like I don't know these lands. Are you gonna come? Roach? I get it. You love this new environment. You're no longer in war-torn Velen and whatnot and dirty Novigrad. But I do want you away from the wild animals right now. Mostly because I don't know what the hell we're dealing with. Anyway, welcome to Kaer Trolde. And we're going in the completely wrong direction, aren't we? We are so gonna go in the completely wrong direction. Where were Yennefer's rooms all the way over there? Go to the port near Kaer Trolde. Yeah, we're gonna have to find out where the hell Yennefer is. You know what? Roach, you'll find your way here. You're within city walls. Everything is fine. I'll call you when I need you. So do keep your ears open. But that means... down we go. And I do wonder what Yennefer has actually found out. Like, she's been here for a while. Apparently she's been dealing with some of the clan leaders. But there supposedly was some kind of magical explosion. Which might have something to do with Ciri. Maybe with Ciri teleporting here. But it just begs questions. The Kaer Trolde Harbor. One of the busiest ports in Skellige. Goods from every corner of the world are brought here to be sold and traded if they can make it to port. Especially with all the pirates around.
Come on, trim it. It's got to be ready in time for the funeral. A crock will send us away with Bran.
Hey, time somebody to carry them.
If you have
I
tried
do
already,
wonder where they'll
how they live at the
On
bottom.
the shore at Larvik.
Who are
His
there,
fierce
Witcher?
gaze to predict us the warlock ones.
I am looking for work.
post
Time for the chiselers.
must's got to be worthy of a Conan.
I've got no idea what's going on. Completely distracted. Hi. Bjorg. You need help?
Listen, Witcher. Got us some weird diabling. You know, drowners. Real problem. The kind your silver sword could most certainly solve.
Oh, we'll definitely see about that. What's the problem?
Let me guess. They're tearing your nets, devouring your fish, and attacking the occasional lone boatman or tavern patron who walks home along the shore.
Were that the only harm? Terrors in the bay are meaner than on the continent. They hunt come dusk or dawn. Attack fishermen wielding just oars and warriors alike. Sea tosses them up after. Armor shredded, guts devoured.
Strange. Any witnesses?
Rurik, my apprentice. He was on a boat the Muir Diablin attacked. There's Tove too. Her man was killed. She lives nearby, up a bit. Sorry, none other comes to mind. Those who see the beasts, meet him, well, they generally don't come back to dry land alive.
Interesting. Well, I'm definitely interested in the job, but can we discuss my rewards, just in case?
Let's talk about my pay first. A bit too modest for my taste.
I'm not entirely sure what you're offering, but hey, 250 is nice. How about 300? Surely you can go for 300, right?
That's just a bit high, master.
Alright, 280 then. That's fine. 280 certainly should be enough. There we go. 280.
That's dear, it is, but could be worth it. All right, I'll pay you what you want.
Thank you. I'll take the job.
I'll take the job. Dealt with drowners many times. It'll soon be over. Got my word on that.
So, the Muir
No such
Diablin.
thing as bad ships or bad weather. Only worthless fucking sailors.
There are bad ships. There is bad weather. There also are horrible. There are also horrible sailors. Is that Roach? Look like Roach for a bit. Anyway, yeah. The Muir Diablin. The sea is a source of endless riches for the inhabitants of Skellige. It offers up a near endless bounty of fish, pearls and amber. At times, however, the archipelago's icy waters also spew out monsters whom even the fierce warriors of the islands cannot slay. The village at the foot of Kaer Trolde, for example, found itself plagued by some particularly aggressive drowners. The local shipbuilder promised Geralt a reward if he could solve this problem for them, and Geralt, for whom killing drowners was as simple and effortless as relieving his bladder, was certain he was in for some easy coin. It's never gonna be easy, is it? But, okay, we have to find Yennefer, very true, but I'm a witcher, I need to do my job. If people need my help, well, I am there to help. I need to make coin as well.
Sacrificed me best mare. 'Twas an honor.
She were good and true here. She'll be so beyond.
May she serve our king worthily. One day we'll meet again.
As we'll all meet King Bran and feast at his table and sing his praise.
Hold on, the king is dead? Well, that's going to complicate things, isn't it? And also, kinda grim to sacrifice a horse like this. But sure, I guess. Anyway, note sport. What do we know about this place? A message from the druids. Sons and daughters of Clan Ancrate. Every year the winters grow more severe. The snow melts later, the ice recedes later, crocuses grow later and ewes lamb later. So let this be a warning. Start saving food early. Dry it and smoke it, lest you not make it through the next frost. Ermion. And the contract stolen sword. Olaf, lead guard at Kaer Trolde, would like to make the following known. Someone snuck into an Ancrate armory and stole the sword known as Kuliu. The yellow-bellied scoundrel who did the deed was seen leaving the village via the southern gate, heading towards the old fort. Whoever helps recover the sword will receive a reward worthy of his efforts, and whoever helps the thieves, a death worthy of his treachery. Well, I'm certainly not going to help the thieves, unless I get the sword as a reward, but yeah. Contract Woodland Spirits. Warriors of Skellige. If there's a man of ye brave enough to face the Woodland Spirits, the cruel oppressors of the inhabitants of Faerlund. Again, I'm butchering names. He'll get a reward that'll keep him in mead for a long while. We're not rich, but we've gathered a fair bit of coin between us. Come to Faerlund and ask for Sven. Oh, I will. Contact Muir Diable. Craving glory and gold? Got a sharp blade and not afraid of death? Then come see Bjork, the master boat builder, for he's got work for you. It's the Muir Diablen in the Kaer Trolde Bay. They need to be killed, for they've multiplied and grown so fierce, you run into them every time you leave the harbor. Kill the beasts, and you'll become famed throughout all the houses, and your purse will be heavy with gold. Yeah, I do like the sound of that, Bjork. And Gwent lessons! I'm currently taking on pupils for lessons in the play of Gwent. I shall only teach those who display discipline and logical mindset and the will to learn. Those with special aptitude are particularly welcome. Pupils must acquire and supply their own decks. I'm also seeking more experienced players as partners to provide a challenge and a chance for the mutual improvement of our skills. Ermion Druid. I want to find this Ermion real soon. And fist fights. Strong as a sea lion, slippery as an eel and ready to fight against the best? Join our tournament and face the mightiest fist in the Isles. Valrat of Kaer Trolde, Anya of Pharaoh, and Grim in Ironbjorn. Don't delay, glory and honor are just a fist fight away. Oh, I do like that line. Yeah, I like it. Well, that'd be several quests to do in this area. Several monsters to slay. People to punch in the face. It is a glorious day in Skellige. And it also seems we picked up another quest. The Hero's Pursuit Fiersdal. The glory of Modron Freya knows no bounds, and in Skellige everyone pays their respects to this goddess. In Freyasdal and many other similar locales, the Great Mother was honored by holding horse races. And Geralt decided to take part. This might have been as a result of our previous horse race, but hey, I'll take it. There'd be more horse races to do. And the family blade. Skellige's value 3 things above all else. Honor, the memory of their ancestors, and sturdy weapons. That is why Crack an Crate flew into a fury when he found out someone had stolen his family blade, Kuliu, from the Kaer Trolde treasure room. The infuriated Jarl promised a fat bounty to whoever could find his lost sword and punish the thief. And the heroes pursued Fairlund. There are various ways to honor the gods: prayer, bloody offerings butchered on altars marked with pentagrams and donated to temples, to name a few. Skelliges, however, have their own unique ways of doing so. Since they value physical strength and warrior spirit above all else, they organize horse races in the goddess's name. And of course, Geralt decided to take part, because why not? And the heroes pursued for the goddess's glory. Those on the continent worship the gods by praying, burning incense and making offerings. In Skellige, all these are practiced, but the island is considered the best way of honoring the gods to be risking one's life while performing feats of bravery. A favorite way to do this? Taking part in the Hero's Dash, a race full of strong emotions and frightening dangers, sure to make the goddess smile. Geralt is not the most pious of fellows, but the prize on offer for the race's winner, as well as a chance to test Roger's speed against the best Skellige mounts, convinced him to join in. In Fists of Fury, Skellige. Geralt learned a fist fighting tournament was being held in Skellige. Since the men of the Isles are famous for their fighting prowess, he could not pass up this chance to test his strength against theirs. Though we'll probably do that at a very much later point in time, because it seems like the fellas over here are indeed very strong. Maybe a bit too strong for us right now. But certainly they won't be strong enough for Gwent, because we've got Gwent Skellige style. Gwent is played wherever... That's supposed to be Gwent. There is no such thing as Gwent. Gwent is played wherever long evenings, warm fires and strong alcohol are present, meaning it is quite popular in the Skellige Isles. Skellige players rank among the best there is, so Geralt decided to try his hand against them and see if he could win their most powerful cards and expand his collection. Yes, please. And then we've got the contract in the heart of the woods. But no entry. Talk to Sven about the contract on the Woodland Spirit. Well, I guess that works. Huh. And also, yeah, the missing son. While riding through the village nestled at the base of Kaer Trolde, Geralt spotted a notice posted by a certain Odin of Randveig, promising a bounty for information about his missing son. It seemed like a job for a witcher, and since Geralt was, as usual, hard up for coin, he decided to look into it. At a later point in time. But first things first, because Yennefer's been waiting long enough, and by now she probably has heard of our arrival. Yeah, we're definitely gonna meet Yennefer.
We've got to go to the port, bid farewell to King Bran. It's not fitting to play at.
Who'll be king of Skellige now?
None know that. But the gods will make sure to be one worthy, one before who it'll be no shame to bow our heads.
Oh, they're saying their goodbyes right now. Oh, we've come at...
King's passing.
Tend to your own problems.
There's an occasion worthy of a new song.
We going by the
I
tavern later, you know,
promised
get
to write
splashed.
something for me.
You
Any
bleed
old
on and
bat
on
can
like
write
an
a
old
song
you.
for a lass. Aim to return.
Not so when you've to
one day.
commemorate the death of a king.
Didn't write one lousy word for me while the king were alive.
This here's my chance, don't you see? This one ballad could make me clan Trier sex court scald.
Turia
Tend
Sachs.
to your own problems.
Oh, I will tend to my own problems. I will. However, yeah, you're saying goodbye to the king right now.
You don't say.
Our time amongst the living
It'll all work out.
is but the wink of an eye.
Don't make me angry.
What's left when we are gone? How shall we be remembered?
Horses.
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
Apparently we know each other.
Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Madness for sure.
Be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. Tis her decision.
Is this part of your tradition? I mean, that's a horrible tradition. All the more power to you, I guess, for doing it, but this is gruesome. Some traditions really need to die.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
The eulogy.
King Bran of Clan Twirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
I'm definitely not going for option number 2 here. That is very out of place. Did you know Bran?
You knew Bran?
Yes, he was well respected. Unlike his wife.
Skellige is its clans. In times of war, tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bid Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of Kaer Trolde stand open to all who held Bran of Clan Twirsech dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Okay, I'm currently wondering, how did King Bran die? Because we know that Nilfgaard has actually sent some assassins here and there to kill certain kings in other parts of the region. So, could it be out of the question that Nilfgaard might be responsible for his death as well? Go to the wake, not in the mood for a wake. I guess we gotta pay our respects. Will you go with me?
Come to the wake with me?
Gladly.
Feasts in Skellige, so predictable. Slobbering drunks, brazen boasting, and the inevitable rows that result.
Yeah, nothing like the banquets mages attend. Remember the one on Thanedd?
You were there. How could I forget? I also remember excruciatingly well what happened after the banquet.
What happened? Are you reading my mind? Can she read our minds? I mean, well, at least she knows what we want in that case, but why are we thinking about what happened after the banquet right now? Are you reading my mind?
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see.
Oh boy. But at least that's a positive.
Did you learn anything in Velen?
Yeah, as far as Velen is concerned, interesting story.
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very. Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira.
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
Running away.
From witch hunters. Listen, she told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
Can I tell you more right now, though? Because, sure, I would love to go into more details as to my adventures in Velen and how I totally didn't get distracted by all kinds of things, but, as for Novigrad...
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble, never finished what she went there to do. I recovered a phylactery. She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
That would be very helpful. But what about you? Have you learned anything about the supposed magic explosion that happened?
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellige a time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Ciri was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Which explains why you've not made any progress. And Ermion is the chief druid here, I take it?
Ermion's head of the Skellige Circle? Haven't seen him since...
Since Ciri was a little girl. I doubt he'll do you any favors, not even for old time's sake.
But why won't they let you examine the zone of the blast, then?
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
White Wolf!
Greetings, Krach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
Okay. Well, call me intrigued.
I shall wear black and white for the feast. I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 hunts.
Yeah.
Man, you know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Krach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there. You ought to go. Choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
I guess we will. Well, when I arrived here, I didn't expect to find, well, the last farewells of a king. For the king is dead. So long live the king. And it turns out we've met a whole brand new slew of characters, who some of them we have met in the past, so call me intrigued. First we got Birna. It can be difficult for a woman to gain the esteem of knights and warriors not accustomed to seeing female hands on the reins of power. It helps little when, like Birna, widow of King Bran of Skellige, the woman seeking power is filled with acrid disdain? Astrid? No idea. With disdain for her countrymen and their customs. One might argue that disdain is a valid reaction when, in the case of the passing of a man of power who embodies tradition, those customs call on her to follow long since outdated ritual and cast herself on her husband's funeral pyre, which is honestly just gruesome brutal. Justified or not, Birna's desire to rewrite age-old Skellige traditions put her at odds with the Jarls and made it unlikely she would be remembered alongside Calanthe of Sintra or Meave of Lyria as a successful and revered ruler. I mean, I kinda get her, but also... Just the idea of throwing yourself alive on a pyre because your husband died. Didn't they have kids or something? Like offspring that needs to be taken care of? Don't you want the wife to stay alive, or at least one of the partners to stay alive, so that you can actually raise your kids? Traditions. I'm not good with them. Meanwhile, King Bran, former king of the Skellige Isles, lived a long and storied life. When he finally felt decrepitude taking a hold of him, he went into the woods to hunt a bear armed with only a knife, and thus ended his reign. It was remembered as an honorable and respected one, though some complained he preferred raiding to confronting the Isles' long-term problems, that he let his wife's tongue wag too freely. Some connected the two, claiming Bran sailed out to fight overseas battles to put off dealings with the ones awaiting him at home. So he went down in combat, basically, even though he was fighting a bear. Well, rest in peace, King Bran. Rest in peace. And Crach an Craite. Skellige sagas brim with praise for war chiefs and warriors, braves of ages past. Yet the saga of Crach, Jarl of Clan an Craite, and Lord of Kaer Trolde will outshine them all. It will sing of his strength, his courage, his wisdom, his generosity, his loyalty to friends, and his relentless pursuit of his foes. There will be few exaggerations in such a tale, for Crach, the mightiest of Skellige Jarls, truly did possess all the traits of a hero. He aroused terror in his enemies. In fact, Nilfgaardian mothers would use his name to frighten their children into obedience, and all in that empire spoke in hushed tones of the infamous Tirthir Muir, the wild boar of the sea, who devastated the coastal provinces during frequent and terrible raids. Geralt had known Crach for long, since the time when a young man the Jarl had sought the hand of young Pavetta, Ciri's mother. And then we have got Ermion. Most druids in Skellige differ from the deeply rooted continental stereotypes of a grey-bearded old man in white robes bowing before sacred oaks, taming wyverns, and pestering local lords with petitions to add yet another species to the list of protected beasts. Ermion, Geralt's old acquaintance, was no exception in this regard. This stiff-bearded, spindly man was the leader of the druid circle in Skellige. He was also Jarl Crach an Craite's advisor on matters of magic and the mystical, as well as on any and all issues requiring more refinement than a well-timed uppercut or a hard-swung axe. Ermion was known to be obstinate and to have a tendency, quite rare in Skellige, to consider all possible consequences of a particular course of action before it was undertaken. All this meant that conversing with him demanded a considerable amount of time and patience. But all in all, that does mean we did reach our destination successfully. After much searching, Geralt found such a man to take him to the Skellige Isles. A certain Captain Wolverstone had agreed to sail to Skellige. Whether he was abnormally brave or abnormally stupid is unknown. I mean, the vodka he gulped in buckets could have enhanced either quality, but we can also hope it helped soothe his nerves when, to no one's surprise, pirates attacked the ship off the archipelago's shores. Geralt was thrown overboard during the tussle and awoke face down in the Skellige sand. Geralt recovered from his tumultuous landing and eventually reached Kaer Trolde Castle, home to Crach, Jarl of Clan an Craite. There he discovered all the notables of Skellige had gathered to bury King Bran, who had breathed his last a few days prior. And in attendance as well, Yennefer. Which brings us to the king is dead, long live the king. Crach an Craite, an old friend, invited Geralt and Yennefer to a farewell feast for the recently departed King Bran. One does not refuse such invitations to Skellige, and so, willing or not, Geralt had no choice but to meet Yennefer at the castle gates and attend the wake at her side. So at the end of the day, this does mean that, okay, Nilfgaard had no hand in the death of King Bran. I mean, it had possibly been a possibility, but in this case, not the case. Which I guess is fine.
Found her in the bay, got it like a herring. Crabs and crayfish had had quite the feast. All because she ran around with that bandit.
Incredible.
Sounds bad. Everything okay?
Everyone just leave me be.
I guess everything is okay.
Lost his eye in a terrible brawl.
Okay, there's way too many people talking right now. Way too many people. I'm gonna focus on one thing, and that is someone who needs help. Greetings.
Sorry to trouble you, but I really have no choice.
Okay, what do you need help with?
What is it?
My ship was wrecked against the rocky shore during the last storm. I've lost everything.
How am I supposed to help?
I haven't even got the coin for the journey home, and with each day's delay, I draw closer to bankruptcy.
Might have guessed you'd come around to coin. So, need a loan? Or is it just alms you're after?
I shall pay you back every last copper, I swear it. You need only call on me at my address in Novigrad.
Sorry, I just don't believe your little tale. I mean, I'm 50-50 on this one. Yes, he could be lying. On the other hand, maybe he indeed does need help, and maybe he will pay me back. It's only 150. Fine, I'll help you.
Fine, I'll help you. I visit Novigrad often enough. Might stop by, see how business is going.
Thank you. You'll find me in the Port District. My name's Johan Bonner.
See you later then.
Johan Bonner? Boner? Interesting name. Well, next time we're in Novigrad, we'll find him, and should be fine. Anyway, I see a merchant. Very sorry, excuse me, but do you sell booze? Do you sell Gwent cards?
Greetings. Looking to buy?
Please tell me you sell Gwent cards. What have you got in stock?
Show me your wares.
You don't have Gwent cards? You do have other stuff, not useful to me. The Lonesome World Guide to Art Skellige. Reading this guidebook will unlock certain fast travel points in Skellige. I'm sorry, how expensive are these? But... Okay, there's a chance these might also contain some information on Skellige and... No, I don't use fast travel at all. I'm not gonna buy bloody expensive maps just to unlock some fast travel points. If I wanna go somewhere, I'll sail there, thank you very much.
So long.
I'll find a boat like that one right over there. Everything will be fine. I don't need your bloody maps. I can handle myself. I'm a very grown-up witcher.
To have strength to the last. First, I heard the boom.
Anyway, first things first. Okay, we need to go to the wake. Which begs the question...
Nomadic slayer of beasts and monsters.
Kinda, yeah, that'd be me. Where would... Bless you. Where would Yennefer... be? There she would be. She got a place... Oh, no, no, that's not what I need. I definitely need to go meet Yennefer at Kaer Trolde Keep. She had a room in the inn. I definitely want to go there, find my stash. Everyone will be happy. I like it.
It promotes hair growth. Drink too much for a rate.
Sweet balm, nettle, and burdock.
Me gran always adds mallow.
Then go to your gran and stop bothering me.
Yeah, if she knows better, then so it is. Greetings, hi.
Would you like to buy something from my stash?
Maybe. And also, I would like to play a round of Gwent with you, so how about we do that first? And, no wait, show me what you have in stock first. Maybe you do some Gwent cards. You never know.
Let me see what you got.
He's not gonna sell Gwent cards. Oh, he is selling books. Heraldic animals. Drowner pheromones. Why would I want Drowner pheromones? What would I use that for? I'll get them. Fine. And I'll also take the Heraldic Animals book. Thank you very much. Is there anything else that I need? Because again, you don't sell booze. Because why would you? No, this is fine. This is fine. So, how about this? Cards. I'll gladly play a round of 2. Definitely 2 rounds, because I'm gonna beat you. Alright?
Play cards. Gwent wouldn't be bad.
Let's see what you have got. What do I want to go with? You know what? I'll go with Nilfgaard for once. No, what did I just do? Did I just add a clear weather? I'm not entirely sure what I just did. I might have added a clear weather. Or Biting Frost. I'll remove Biting Frost. Let's start this. And see what we've got. I might have completely ruined my deck just now, but this is fine. Let's see, we got a healer, which is brilliant. Brilliant spy. Lots of hero cards. Could be better, I guess. I could hope to maybe get the other cards of the young emissary. Like, I had 2 of them, so... I definitely want to keep the healer together with the decoy, because I can decoy the healer later. I guess we can remove you, which makes no difference at all. And... yeah. 2 healers. No, 1 healer. Which one did I just get? I got Morfran for his. Yeah, I have got a feeling that you have got no chance over here, friend. Like, there is no way that you can beat 5 hero cards. Although it does kind of suck that some of these matches kind of result into just playing hero cards as much as you can. Which is not all too bad, but it does limit the strategy and the flavor you can add to your own playstyle. Like, most decks are gonna have the same cards over and over at this rate. But you, my friend, don't stand a chance. So, how about you play a few more cards? See what you can do. I'll see what you can do. Do you really want to play that game? Sure. Well, here you go. I'll show you that my Nilfgaard deck wins from yours. Okay, I do hope that I can win. Like, if you play a second Young Emissary with this combo, I'll have to bring back my Villain Trentemirth. So what was my hero card? Look at 3 random cards from your opponent's hand. You know what? Sure, you've got 5 cards in your hand, so let's do this. Here we go. You've got Scourge. Nice to know. Very nice to know. Okay. Well. Okay, this might be silly. This might be really silly. It probably is really silly. But what are you gonna do? Like, I can scorch you right now. Because you've got the strongest card on the field, because I still got my Siri in my hand. So I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm not even gonna allow you to decoy that. So here we go. Goodbye. Everything is fine. I'm gonna win. You don't stand a chance. I hope. Yeah. I'm gonna play Siri. There's no way you can beat me right now, right? I have got the card advantage. You don't. Right. This should be fine. Okay, this might be risky. But I'm gonna bring back you. It's probably a mistake. But I want to scorch 1 more card on your side of the field. I'm gonna make you waste all the cards that you've got. You need more cards to defeat me right now. This is me with the victory. I do like playing with a strong deck, but I might have a few too many hero cards here. Just maybe. But do I mind? Nah, not really. So, yeah. I'll just play you, and you don't stand a chance. Can you even defeat me? Aw, you kept the Scourge just for that? Well, that's nice. And how about I defeat you with just a 1 strength card, just like this, by bringing back Villain Trentemirth. There we go. Thank you for playing. Please give me a very good card. And as I said, I will play 2 rounds. Thank you. So, what have we got? We have got ourselves Turofiel. That is Squirtle? Turofiel is not a strong card. Like, even an Elven Skirmisher is better. dear oh dear, some of these cards absolutely suck. They need to reprint them, make them better, because for real, that's just silly. Anyway, onwards we go.
Our valiant king! Great is our loss.
All must see the change your demise has wrought.
We offer you our mains, the symbol of our valor, as you were the valor of the Isles.
Our skulls shall be bare till a new king sits upon Skellige's throne.
Well, I hope that you...
Let's drink to Bran of Clan Twirsag.
Let's drink to Clan on Crete that's taken on the burden of this farewell.
I hope you don't have to go without hair for all too long. Like, there is a barbershop nearby, but... yeah. For Skellige's sake, it wouldn't indeed be better if there was a new ruler really soon. And a strong ruler, because...
Watch your step.
Otherwise, yeah, Nilfgaard will take over the Isles. And I don't think that Nilfgaard's tradition will match that well with Skellige. Nilfgaard can impose their own traditions on Velen and whatnot, but I don't think the Skelliges would really approve all that much.
I heard Grey Inga augurs your son's future.
Aye, threw his umbilical in the water, and it coiled into the shape of a snake. Do you know what that means?
That he'll be quick as a viper. Or he'll slither out of every trap.
Nay, for something different. I like those readings better. Their health suit sales.
Well, that's one way to talk about it. I love this place. I love how this place looks. Also, how did you boys get all the way up there? Why did you get all the way up there? Jonas, greetings.
Greetings. I'm Geralt.
The Witcher known as the White Wolf, I know. They tell stories about you every day round here. Looking for an open seat at the table?
I'll be fine. Just wanted to talk.
And wanted to possibly play some Gwent, and... yeah, I like it here. This isn't into my style.
Gotta say, I like the place.
I should hope so. Found it a ruin when I came here from Undvik. Gulls shitting into the tankards through the gaps in the thatch. I bought the hut, rolled up my sleeves, and made a proper alehouse out of it.
Why'd you call it the New Port?
Continuity. Owned the old port on Undvik.
Ah.
Few of my former customers come here evenings to reminisce about the old times.
Well, that's very nice. Anyway, I'm interested to see what you've got for sale.
It smells so delicious.
You've got monster cards. Earth Elemental, I'm taking that. You've got Erdin Briac Glass, which is double the strength of all your close combat units. I'll take that. You've got another Scorch. I'll take it. And a Botchling. Not too powerful, but again, I'll take it. And we have enough Redanian Herbal. We have enough Mandrake Cordial. You sell tons of Cherry Cordial. I'll take your entire stock. Yes, I know that's a lot of money wasted, but oh my god, finally! Cherry Cordial, love it! Do we need anything else? No? No, we're fine. So, how about a round of Gwent? And of course, all the way.
Kinda in the mood for cards. Care for a round of Gwent?
I'm always in the mood for Gwent.
I like this place even more and more. Alright. Well, I still can't make a proper monster deck. I definitely lack the cards for that. Yeah. I think I added in a Commander Warhorn, maybe, that I didn't want to add. So if I remove one of those, I don't need 3 Commander Warhorns, and then we add in 1 Biting Frost just in case. Hopefully this will work. I'm gonna go with Nilfgaard again, just because I can. And you play the monster deck. Oh, I don't like that. I definitely want my Biting Frost right now. Okay, I'm 100% going to lose this first round. Got my medic. Could be nice. Ooh. But I can't really use Decoy all that much to bring back my own cards. So... I think I'm actually going to remove Dandelion. I don't think I need Dandelion here. I will take that. And yeah, that will hopefully be good. Okay, chances are I'm 100% going to lose this first round. I'm going to use both of my spies. You are so going to be overpowered here. Especially because you've got the one that boosts the combat strength of close combat range units. Yeah. This could be better. I like you, Gauntro. I will definitely use you. Okay, this is nasty. Really not liking where this is going, but I want to play this before I draw the other one. This is how we do it. Everything is fine. Nothing to worry about. You're so gonna beat me? No, really? And that's just mean. Honestly. Okay, there's a very big chance right now that you are gonna pass because you've got the card advantage. By a lot. Got another medic. That's fine. Ooh. Yeah, this is most definitely a loss. Although I could at least cause a little bit of damage here. I could cause damage multiple times. Like this. I might actually win this first round. Oh. Okay, I can win this first round. I definitely can. All I have to do is waste cards. But I can win this. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. It is a waste. Most definitely. That was, I think, a misplay, by the way. Because I thought that would go differently. I thought, hey, I'm gonna play this one multiple times. No, that's not how this works. Fine. I'm gonna waste some cards because I have got the card advantage. And all I need is a strength of 10 more. So this is more than enough. I have the advantage. You don't. You do keep one card on your side of the battlefield. Which could be better, but I think this is fine. We'll see what happens. What cards do you have got currently? Clear Weather, Vampire, and Karen with morale boosts. Okay, you're definitely gonna place that on the melee row. I want you to win this round by doing just that. Throw out all the vampires. Yeah. Oh, and how I wish I had a Biting Frost right now so I could destroy that entire row, but nah. We'll just play normally. I will keep at least one. I'll keep at least 2 cards. This is fine. I'm totally dead right now. I need you to waste the other cards as well, if that is possible. So, I have got my medics. I can bring forth anything that I want. Oh boy. This is fine. Totally fine. Here we go. Let me bring back my Film Trentonworth. There we go. We blast you in the face for 12 points. Only one more card. And it's Clear Weather. Well, that means we won. That means we 100% won. Because I can pass over here. You get to keep 1 card. Now I don't have to worry about a single thing. There we go. You keep a vampire. I have Letho of Gullet. I'll destroy your monster. There we go. And that shall be it. Awesome. Love it. Thank you very much, Jonas. And what do we get in return? Frightener. I think we already had a Frightener. We might have had a Frightener. We did not have a Frightener. Frightener isn't that good. At least I'm getting more monster cards right now, which does make me very happy. But, apparently... Yeah, put on new clothes for your meeting with Yennefer. I'm very sorry for bumping into you.
This has gotta be Yen's room. She always did like space and luxury.
Looks like it. I mean, she's got a megascope set up. Yeah, we're in the right place. This is what I'm looking for. And Yennefer's not around. Which means we get to snoop about the place. I mean, she reads our mind, apparently. What's stopping her? What's stopping us from snooping through her stuff as well? Like, this is how we read her mind. Or at least attempt to.
Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes. Deeply personal possessions.
Clearly. So, what about... Oh, this... Okay. Is this a test? She left us Skellige festive slippers, which is brilliant, but she gave us 2 outfits. She would not want us to wear anything that is blue. I'm going for the elegant Skellige shirt, and I think the Skellige breeches were part of that outfit. Yeah. Well, fine. Is that is the same outfit that we bought for the masquerade party? It is. She knows what we like. I did not grab the slippers, did I?
Just not something I'd ever wear.
That's a lie.
But what don't we do for her? Who exactly is she to me?
That is a good question. Who exactly is Yennefer to us? Like, okay, yes, we were lovers in the past. But... And what are we to each other right now? I don't know where we stand. Clearly, we still have some feelings maybe for her. But... Also, this might be a mistake, but we're going to a feast. I am not gonna be having my swords on my back while going there. I'll just keep them in my pocket. Everything will be fine. There we go. Nothing wrong. Everything is brilliant. So... Yeah. I kind of do wonder where we stand with Yennefer. Like... I don't know. Anyway, the poisoned source.
Josiah de Vries, the poisoned source. Still turns to it for inspiration.
Sounds like an interesting book. The poisoned source. No one is born a mage. We still know too little about genetics and the mechanisms of heredity. We devote too little time and resources to this research. Sadly, we still conduct trials in the inheritance of magic ability using, let's say, natural methods. The results of these pseudo-experiments far too often can be seen in the gutters of our cities and begging outside our temple walls. Far too often we see and encounter brain-dead and moronic women, women covered in their own spittle and passing themselves off as prophetesses, seers, village diviners and miracle workers. Cretins with brains degenerated by the uncontrolled power they inherited. These simpletons and fools can themselves breed, can pass on their abilities, and continue the degeneration. Is anyone capable of foreseeing or defining what the last link in such a chain will look like? Most of us mages lose the ability to procreate as a result of changes and disruptions to the functioning of our pituitary glands. Others, sorceresses most often, mature into their magic powers with gonads intact. They can conceive and give birth, and have the audacity to consider that good fortune a blessing. Yet I repeat, no one is born a mage, and no one should be. Aware of the gravity of what I write, I provide an answer to the question posed at the summit in Sidaris. I answer with every certitude. Each of us must decide what she wants to be, a sorceress or a mother. Honestly, not something I really ever thought about. Like, okay, Ciri is a child of Yennefer and Rhys, but was her mother a mage? Not really, I think. Yet Ciri is a very powerful source, it seems. But, that also leads me to the Heraldic Animals book that I bought before. Didn't read that, and I do like some information. Not entirely sure on what, but we got it, so yeah. Of all the heraldic beasts, lions and griffins are the most noble and pure. Let us speak first of griffins, for the creatures from which the Amoralists draw inspiration combine elements of both eagles and lions, and thus contain within them both rulers of the animal kingdom. Griffins are brave hunters and the most chivalrous of creatures known to man. Before they snap down from the heavens upon their prey like a divine whip, they let out a long, piercing shriek in a warning, so that the victims may prepare itself for the imminent attack. Griffins do not fear to attack armed men. In fact, they prefer such prey, for defeating a knight flatters their pride. They even attack fiends, a terror of the Velen wilderness, so honorable is their nature. Did that just give me the normal information on, well, the basics? Or did I actually get something new? I don't think we actually got anything new. Nope, doesn't look like it. I had kinda hoped that would have given us information on maybe the arch-griffins and whatnot, but it is what it is. So, what else would Yennefer have inside of a room that would be of any kind of importance to us? Like, yes, we could steal all her booze and whatnot, but that would be kind of rude, and we don't really need that kind of stuff, and we don't necessarily want to steal stuff from her. Like, we want to be friends, and even though she knows us, and she knows how bloody nosy we are, like, only if we truly haven't read anything, then I will maybe take it along with me, and maybe if they have Redanian Herbal, but I don't need Everlose or anything of that, or a vial, or a Black Magic Doll. So it would just be nice, and maybe look at our stash, see what we've got over here. I don't need that, I can sell it. Although, to be honest, do I have a Dwarven Axe? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. You know what? I'm just gonna store the Dwarven Axe, because I can. Maybe keep it for later. I'll keep 2 of each. And every third one I'll sell, because otherwise, yeah, my stash is really gonna be way too filled. So, what else have we got? Because I see more interesting bits. Also interesting bits that are not too interesting for me. Like, in any other house, I'll take the honeycomb. In any other house, I'll steal everything that I could. As long as it is abandoned. Ooh, what's that? She's reading our minds. What's stopping me from doing this? I'll put it back later. My thoughts turn with increasing frequency to the idea of capturing a djinn. If I could just harness its power. There is much I would gain. Amos Far Yipis' tome confirms what I have long suspected, that despite my failure to do so previously, taming a djinn is in fact possible. According to Var Ipsis, the difficulties involved in bending such a being to one's will can be overcome. He managed to do so at the least. Alas, this does not mean his methods will necessarily be useful to me. Each djinn is different. Each case requires a singular approach. I've more experience unraveling such magic riddles than almost anyone else alive. And if Geralt, with his talent for wrestling unruly magic beings, agrees to help, we might just find a way to do it. The problem is we must first find a djinn, a daunting task unto itself. Why would you want to find a djinn? Like, the last time... That was the whole thing with the Last Wish, right? I think it was. Like, in our past, you tried to capture a djinn that went wrong. I tried to help you. Something about me binding my faith to you. The details are fake. But anyway, if you need help, just ask. But yeah.
Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed.
Well, I don't see a lid, but I guess Yennefer doesn't really change. Okay. Okay, I had to quickly go back into my memory of what the hell this means. We spoke about this with Vesemir, a stuffed unicorn that we apparently use as a bed in certain situations once or twice. She still had the unicorn. Why did you bring this to... I mean, I get it, you're a mage, you work with portals, but why?
The stuffed unicorn. She fixed it.
Apparently. Why? And why did we ever use that as a bed?
Why is a very good question, because come on, that can't be comfortable to lie upon. And then I'm not even mentioning the fact that you just fall off during your sleep. Sure, a unicorn might be exotic, But honestly, I just prefer a nice and comfy bed.